Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. Today we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Colorado State Rams taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rainbow Warriors will boot it away to start the game. He'll call for the fair catch here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Running back goes in motion. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. This time it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Such a big decision early in the game when you're opening drive, 3rd and short, you run it, you don't pick it up, and now you're just inches away from getting it. I'm not going to be surprised, guys, if they decide to run it here again.
They'll immediately call timeout. The Rams will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And they'll just down it right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends, because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
The give out of the gun. At the 35, he's loose. The expressway is wide open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously it was inaccurate in his pass.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Dropping back, it's Shager. It's complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the stats.
They've got the screen set up. Got some room in into the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going. Yeah,
let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On second down, looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. The short hands, it's Johnson. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Rams are flying down the field. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. These RPOs have really evolved. At one time, it was just a short pass, a little pop pass you would look for every now and then. This time they took a shot off of it.
And these RPOs have changed coverages for the defenses. I mean, the zone coverage nowadays is out the window because I got to find a way to somehow match up with you and take away all that short stuff. Okay, well, my answer is now I'm going to take shots down the field. Great job by the defense understanding what they were seeing.
Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. The throw. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Wide out in motion. The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll run the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams!
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Shager. They're trying to get to it. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Gets away from one, finds some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He makes the catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the mid-pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
To throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, taking advantage of a look that they got. They weren't 60.
It's a fake. And he makes the catch. Now can he get to the sticks?
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. If the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap into the up back, completing the pass.
Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it. He'll get a foot down to help out his offense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch, called for and made. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The run from the shotgun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Shager. He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Warrior.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's got his man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking for a man, it's Shager. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide. Now you're so worried about getting beat deep, and these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He stopped just short of the goal line and the one. An explosive play as it's set up. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. FIU handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown, and what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Wants to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Rams will punt this one away. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to move it through the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Steps away to find some room. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Rams will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Makes his connection. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking downfield, it's Shager. It's complete to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here's the return. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Running toward the tape. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Powers forward. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking to pass. It's Shager. It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Fakes the grab on the left. And they'll knock him down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. At the 45 on his way. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Goes to the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Middle Tennessee put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Blue Raiders had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Complete to start this drive. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. First down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Rams headed quickly to the line.
They're trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter. Their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Going up top on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He makes the grab. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The Rams will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Back to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he tacks on the extra point. Only 14 seconds to play. The hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays. Guys deliver.